EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let it.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go again. 51 Mike. X3. 218. Chopper. Shoot. Back. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
High 7.
On 1st down, Locke. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch out. Hey, Delta.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Running on first down, Eckler. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. This is caught, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Throwing on first down. Herbert. Caught by Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards.
The Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Eckler. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that. D-grip.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
4th down and less than a yard.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, wahoo!
51, Mike. Mike 51. Defense wins championships, baby. 51's to Mike. 51's to Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Back to throw. Herbert. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2nd and 5. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Lock now on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Here we go.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Locke now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Sutton is part of a good young receiving corps for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing now is Locke. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
50 Cent, over. Here we go. 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Uchenna Nwosu drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 46 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
From the gun on third down, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Throwing on first down is Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A good pickup there, 22. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, echo.
On play action, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, but now it'll be 3rd down. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. And that's caught by Smith. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Locke now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
57 Mike. 57 Mike.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Locke now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
57.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Ready.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. The Broncos on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's got his man. This is Tate.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he finds Stills, complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Herbert. It's complete. Stills. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
On the set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. He completes this to Sutton. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On second down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Exit. Yo, you're fine.
Lock to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
First and 10 at the 38.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
45 the mic.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run by Lindsey. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now the second down throw on target. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get
First throw of overtime for Locke. Now he'll escape to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Locke working out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
57's Mike.
Go on, go on.
Watch the run.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Show it up. Kill.
Now.
Locke to throw for it on fourth. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. Here is Eckler. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
General West. Ready?
On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's Ryan Quigley now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 22, Locke. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, Locke gets it to Gordon. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Ready.
Watch 57.
Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Hey, let's go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey. 57 to Mike.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Casey Hayward on the coverage.
So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This to win it in overtime. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it.